working on publicizing this and getting there's 30 organizations. Yeah, that's right. They'll be in the next Rastafest program.
Yes. Good. This is good.
These are our storytellers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out the different categories and then ask one of the judges to come up and just say 30 seconds about why that film was chosen, why that film was the best film in the category. So I'll start with the award for Best Cinematography went to The Cutlass.
I've been a part of Caribbean Tales for a long time, and being a part of Caribbean Tales have allowed me to see many, many, many films. This year was particularly poignant because of, as we've mentioned, the catastrophic environmental atrocities that's happening in the Caribbean. So, in looking at the short films this year, they did nothing but delve with a lot of environmental issues. And that was beautiful to capture because film is one of those things that documents history as well as upsets the natural course of things. And Vire is one of those films that does all of that. It captures the environment beautifully, it talks about our folklores and tales, and it also shares it.
We have a category of award which we call the Impact Award, which is about the film that the jury feels has the biggest and social impact. And the award for that went to Shashamane. So I'm going to ask Rosemary Savia, who is one of the judges, to come and speak to that film. From Italy, Giulia Amati.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here. I've been part of Caribbean Tales previously because of the resilience of a small group of Rastafari who find themselves living in Ethiopia, literally abandoned by a number of different circumstances, abandoned by the reality that the government did not wish to honor commitments that had been made to them by Haile Selassie. This year, this decade, being Canada 150 and voices being missing, the decade for people of African descent, was the opportunity to see beautiful, authentic, unusual images of the continent of Africa, which most of us in the West never see. It wasn't the visions that we are often given. It was something else, and it was beautiful.
We have the Best Feature Film Award went to an extraordinary film called Les Gants des Antilles. And I'm going to ask Desmond to tell
Good night, everyone. It was my pleasure as a juror to see all the feature films that were screened at the festival this year, and this one stood out in particular as it dealt with an incredible story of young men who were moved to France and worked as laborers, and we saw the rebellious spirit in their nature, the fire and passion that they had for independence, and the racism and oppression that they experienced during their time working as laborers in France. And as a young black man, I see that, and this story took place in the 1970s, how true some of what they experienced then still applies to us now. And it was a wonderful film, and it touched on a lot of cultural things that we as Caribbean people have experienced for decades and decades. So for all those reasons, we chose this as the best feature film, and congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.